If you're over 60 and eating meat to build strength, you might want to pause for a moment, because you could be unknowingly putting extra strain on your body. At this age, when the body naturally begins to slow down, knees start aching, grip strength weakens, and overall energy declines. Many people say, eat more meat, it will make you stronger. It sounds logical, but in reality, this is an outdated misconception. After 60, digestion becomes slower, kidney function may decline, and foods that were once easy to process, like meat, can become heavy on the system. This can lead to higher uric acid levels, increased joint inflammation, and added pressure on the kidneys. On the other hand, there are certain traditional lentils that provide clean, natural, and sustainable strength. Surprisingly, one of these lentils, often avoided because people think it's too heavy, turns out to be one of the most powerful options for supporting the body at this stage of life. The result? The very food you rely on for strength may actually weaken your body from within. So the question arises, if not meat, then where does protein come from? The answer is already in your kitchen. 4 traditional lentils that have been part of our diet for generations. They are affordable, easy to prepare, and most importantly, safe and nourishing for the body. So without further delay, let's explore these 4 lentils in detail. Number 1. Mung lentils. The first lentil is mung lentils, and if you think they're only for sick people, that's a major misconception. In reality, after age 60, this is one of the most beneficial foods you can eat. In 100 grams of mung lentils, there are about 24 grams of protein. They're rich in magnesium, which helps relax muscles, and potassium, which supports healthy blood pressure. Most importantly, they are extremely easy to digest, taking only about 2 hours compared to meat, which can take 4 to 6 hours. So think about it. Which is better? The food that gives you the same protein in half the time, or the one that sits heavy in your stomach for hours? The answer is clear. But to truly benefit from mung lentils, they need to be prepared the right way, and very few people know this method. Here's how. Soak half a cup of mung lentils overnight. In the morning, grind them into a slightly coarse paste, not too fine. Mix in finely chopped tomatoes, onions, green chilies, ginger, and a pinch of salt. Add a little ghee to a pan, spread the mixture like a pancake, and cook until golden on both sides. Serve hot with yogurt. Just one of these pancakes provides around 12 to 15 grams of protein. If you eat it for breakfast, it keeps your energy steady until afternoon and helps control hunger. One common mistake people make is overcooking mung lentils. Remember, the higher the heat and the longer the cooking time, the more nutrients you lose. Always cook on low heat to preserve its full nutritional value. Number 2. Red lentils. Now let's talk about the second lentil, and pay close attention because this is especially important for those experiencing weak bones, joint pain, and constant fatigue. If you often wake up feeling tired, as if you didn't get enough rest, this is for you. Red lentils, masoor dal, are one of the most affordable and easily available foods in every household. Yet, when it comes to strength, they are often overlooked. People consider them too ordinary, but in reality, they are incredibly powerful. In 100 grams of red lentils, there are about 26 grams of protein, sometimes even more than meat. But that's not all. They are rich in folate, which helps build healthy blood, iron, which fights fatigue, and fiber, which supports digestion. After 60, when digestion slows down and constipation becomes common, the fiber in red lentils helps solve this problem at its root. Here's a simple recipe that takes just 10 minutes to prepare. Soak half a cup of red lentils for 20 minutes. Take 1 tomato, 1 small carrot, 2 cloves of garlic, a little cumin, turmeric, and salt. Heat some ghee in a pan. Sauté the cumin and garlic until fragrant, then add the tomato and carrot and cook for 2 minutes. Add the lentils and 2 glasses of water and let it cook on low heat for 15 to 20 minutes. When serving, squeeze fresh lemon juice on top. 1 bowl of this soup provides about 18 to 20 grams of protein. It's perfect for evenings or colder weather. It keeps the body warm while boosting energy. One important mistake to avoid: never add lemon while cooking. Always add it at the time of serving. This helps maximize iron absorption and doubles its benefits. Number 3. Split chickpeas, chana dal. Now let's talk about the third lentil, and this one is especially important for people dealing with diabetes or high blood pressure, who constantly wonder what they can eat to keep both under control. If that sounds like you, pay close attention, because this lentil can truly make a difference in your daily life. Chana dal, split chickpeas, is nothing less than a blessing after the age of 60, especially for those managing blood sugar. It has a very low glycemic index, which means it doesn't cause sudden spikes in blood sugar. Instead, it releases energy slowly and steadily. That's why people who feel sluggish in the afternoon benefit greatly from it. No sudden crashes, no sleepiness. In 100 grams of chana dal, there are about 22 grams of protein. But its real strength lies in its minerals. Zinc, which supports the immune system. Manganese, which strengthens bones. And phosphorus, which helps keep the brain sharp. After 60, when memory may start to decline, forgetting names or small details, this lentil works like a natural brain tonic. Here's a simple and delicious recipe. Soak half a cup of chana dal for 2 hours. Take half a cup of rice, 1 cup of finely chopped spinach, 1 tomato, a little ghee, cumin seeds, turmeric, a pinch of asafoetida, hing, and salt. Heat ghee, add hing and cumin, and let them release their aroma. Add the tomato and cook until soft. Then add the soaked lentils and rice, along with 3 cups of water. Cook on low heat for about 20 minutes. Finally, add the spinach and cook for another 2 minutes. 1 bowl of this khichdi provides around 20-22 grams of protein, plus the added iron from spinach, making it a complete, nourishing meal. One common mistake, cooking chana dal without soaking it. This makes it heavy, harder to digest, and can cause gas. Just soaking it for 2 hours makes it lighter, easier on the stomach, and improves protein absorption. Number 4. Black gram, urad dal. Now comes the fourth lentil, the one many of you have been waiting for, and what you're about to hear might surprise you. This is the lentil people often avoid. They say it's too heavy, hard to digest, causes gas, and shouldn't be eaten after 60. But the truth is the complete opposite. Urad dal, black gram, often considered the heaviest, is actually one of the most powerful lentils after the age of 60, if prepared correctly. In 100 grams of urad dal, there are about 25 grams of protein, but its real strength goes beyond protein. It contains calcium for strong bones, phosphorus for joint health, and B vitamins that support nerve strength and improve memory. According to traditional practices like Ayurveda, urad dal boosts overall strength and vitality, and after 60, that kind of deep internal strength is exactly what the body needs. But there's one condition: it must be prepared properly. Otherwise, instead of benefits, it can cause discomfort. Here's the right method. Soak half a cup of washed urad dal overnight. This is the key step most people miss. Overnight soaking makes it lighter and easier to digest, reducing heaviness and gas. In the morning, cook it in a pressure cooker for about 2 whistles. In a separate pan, heat some ghee, preferably traditional desi ghee, add cumin, garlic, and ginger, and sauté. Once the onions turn golden, add tomatoes and spices, cook well, then mix in the cooked lentils. Let it simmer on low heat for 5 minutes. Garnish with fresh cilantro and serve. 1 bowl provides around 20-24 grams of protein. Try eating it twice a week and notice the difference in your strength and energy. The biggest mistake? Cooking urad dal without soaking it. Overnight soaking is what transforms it into a light, digestible, and highly beneficial food. The most important secret. Now here's something very few people know, but it can double the benefits of all these lentils. If you eat lentils alone, their protein is not complete. But the moment you combine them with grains, like rice or whole wheat bread, they become a complete protein, providing all essential amino acids. This means they can do the same job as meat, or even better, because they're easier to digest, don't strain the kidneys, and don't increase uric acid levels. This is the wisdom our elders followed. Lentils and rice weren't just meals, they were the perfect protein combination, especially after 60. 3. Simple habits to follow. 1. Don't make your lentils too watery. Thicker lentils provide more nutrition and protein. 2. Don't eat the same lentil every day. Rotate between all four to get a wide range of nutrients. 3. Don't limit lentils to dinner. Include them in breakfast too, like pancakes or soups, for all-day energy. Always remember, true strength doesn't always come from expensive foods. Sometimes it's hidden in the simplest ingredients in your kitchen, like lentils. These are the same foods our elders ate, and many of them stayed strong and active well into their 80s and 90s. That wasn't a coincidence. It was the power of their diet. So starting today, make these 4 lentils a part of your life. Moong dal, masoor dal, chana dal, and urad dal. 4 lentils, 4 simple recipes, and 1 timeless secret. That's your real strength.